Back in the locker room, Touch the Wolf, and Wolf is getting ready for his next bout. Joining us, Jesse Lubash, the number 2 ranked welterweight by USA Boxing.
In the entire country.
In the entire country. And, of course, and his trainer, the head trainer at the South Park Boxing Club, Bob "Muscles" Healy. Thanks for joining us, fellas. We're having a great time here. Let's get a little background. Now, start with you, Muscles. When did you start training fighters? How did you get into it?
I grew up in Brookline. You know,
the famous Brookline Boxing Club.
Brookline Boxing Club, Chuck Senft.
Aren't you automatically a boxer if you're born in Brookline?
If you live in Brookline, you fight, right?
There's about a 50-year span there in Brookline, and like 90% of the guys that grew up in Brookline had some affiliation with Chuck and his club.
Right.
And I mean Chuck, and Chuck was a guy, trained 50 guys by himself, and, you know, we all feared him like you wouldn't believe and respected him. But, and the game gets in your blood, and, you know, boxed for Chuck for quite a few years, and then got out of it for a while, and my nephew started going back down and trained at Brookline, and they pulled me back in. And I ended up, training at Brookline for a couple of years, and then when the city parks closed down, I had a couple of boxers I was training. Remember Mark Daly real well, state champ, and we went up to Carrick up here with Jim Gruber.
Right.
And, was there for a couple of years, and then was at the South Park Club. Chris Riskus used to run that gym, and he had retired from coaching, and I went out there and took that gym over, and
next thing you know, here we are.
Yeah. And it's going from a little bit of fun to constant passion. You know,
and a lot of hours. There's no question. Holding mitts and everything else. Now, I got to ask Jesse, you come from a real fighting family. I mean, your brothers and your dad. Tell us about it.
My dad used to fight. He fought professionally. I always wanted to fight because he fought. And me and my brother Justin got into it. We fought in 2004.
And by the way, your brother Justin is honorably serving in Iraq, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in Iraq. He's in North Baghdad right now. And God bless him because... You know,
that's a real American hero.
He's a hero to me. I mean, I have the utmost respect for him. And he just had a kid.
No,
congratulations to Justin Lubash. How wonderful.
Oh, maybe, you know what? Maybe you look right in the camera, we get a cut of DVD, and you can send it to your brother. Wish him, great things on the birth of his son.
Justin, good luck to you. You're my hero, and your son he's great. And come home safe, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we'll pray for that. We will be praying for that. Yeah.
Now, finish up. Now, you got also Jimmy.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy. He's a hell of a fighter. He's very good. He went to States with me this year, and he won.
Went to States 2 years in a row.
Yeah,
Funny thing about Jimmy, guys, this game, it's a game of repetition and experience, and these guys, I mean, in 3 years for this guy to be number 2 guy in the country is unheard of. But his brother Jimmy showed up at the gym after the Golden Gloves finals one year in like May. Didn't know him, a little bit of a fat body, thought he was the non-athletic brother following these two around, and he said, I'm going to be the state champ next year. And I mean, I'm thinking, yeah, okay, kid, well, go jump some rope here, and he was fighting for a state title, 10 months later in the state finals, which is unheard of in open division, and ended up not winning there, but then came back this year and won the state championship. It's really
great.
Amazing, these guys.
Yeah.
All right, now when it
took
comes
to
down
it like
to
ducks
it,
to water.
All right, Muscles. Who's the best of the Lubashes?
Justin.
Huh?
Justin. I hated to lose Justin.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Justin was very tough.
Now, does that include the old
He was
man?
gone.
I hear he was pretty good in his day.
Yeah, the old man was tough.
Yes,
Yeah, he was tough.
Yeah.
Very, very
Now,
accomplished.
you ever spar with your dad?
I did when I was little. He'd take it easy, though. I mean, he
Jimmy
knocked
beat
me
the
out.
crap out of him last year one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Jimmy worked him over pretty
Now,
good.
how many fights did your dad have?
He's not actually sure, but over 150. There's some other people who said he had about 200 some fights.
Wow.
He's had a lot.
Wow. That is a lot.
Now, that's a lot of fights.
Yeah.
Now, I got to ask, what's it like? First of all, what's it like training Jesse? Give me a little. What's it like training this guy here?
It's a challenge. It's a challenge. I mean, he's a hard worker. He's tough as nails. Sometimes he wanders a little bit.
Is he one of those guys you gotta get the whip out a little bit?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Crack it a
You got
little.
to get him there. Once you get
Oh,
him,
did you get him in the gym?
once you get him there, he's good though. But
Well, you look at the body on the kid. The kid's strong. He's
but
tough.
he trains hard. He does train hard. Him and his brother. And one thing about these guys, you go anywhere, it wasn't long before, around here they ran out of guys to box. I mean,
right.
Jesse and Mikey Strauss can only box each other so many times, and Jimmy and Rocco Tedis can only fight each other so many times.
Right.
So we would go to Cleveland, Philadelphia, Allentown, Charlotte. We'd go all over the place just to get these guys matches, and it's nice going in, knowing that your guys are going to be able to handle themselves with whoever it is, number one guy in the country, whatnot. We don't even sweat it. It's funny, we went up to Detroit in December. They'd asked us to come up, and they said, yeah, we got a guy, yeah, he's okay. We want you to come up. We thought we were going to meet Emmanuel Stewart. We went up there, and he's supposed to fight this kid and Joe Smith or whatnot. But then we get to the hotel, and then there's a big bulletin board, and it says, come see 4-time national champion Dominique Dalton, 105, is his record. I said, I heard that kid. I really want to see him fight. And then we get to the fights that night, and I see, Jesse Lubash, Pittsburgh versus Dominique Dalton, Detroit. I said, yeah, we are going to get to
yeah, see him up close.
Yeah, we got him.
And
how'd he do?
End up putting a kid on his pants twice. Yeah, I mean, just wild the people up there in Detroit.
Fantastic.
He got a bigger fan club in Cleveland than Detroit, I think, than he does in Pittsburgh.
Is that right?
Hopefully that'll change.
I gotta ask Jesse real quick. What's it like being coached by Muscles?
I love it. I love him. He's a great guy. I mean, best trainer. It's always fun. I mean, I look forward to going to the gym. Talk to him
when you get there, you look forward to going to the gym.
Oh, there's a shot.
Well, I'm going by the coach. Coach said it's time to get him in the gym sometime.
If I don't see him, I'm calling him so I can talk to him. We'll be on the phone for a half an hour, so it's always fun.
Now, Muscles, you had some bad luck. You had some people bust into the gym at the South Park Boxing Club and steal a bunch of stuff. And by the way, that if your heart goes out to Muscles and his guys, they lost a bunch. Tell the story, because you could donate to it, and we'll give you a phone number at the end.
Yeah, we last week, we just regular workout night. About 8 o'clock or so, we closed up, and I guess about 2-3 hours later, South Park Police, discovered the door open and investigated. I didn't find out till the next day. We get some county jail guards like to work out there. They get into mixed martial arts and stuff. Those guys. And one guy calls me, says, "There's a different lock on the door." And I said, "Uh-oh, We had a little bit of minor vandalism this winter. We thought it was, but nobody had stolen anything. They'd broken in. We thought it was just to keep warm. But I said, well, you better call. Then we found out another county come up, cut the lock off. He calls me back and. Went out there that night. I mean, 5 heavy bags. They chopped them down with bolt cutters. Chains were still hanging. Unscrewed the speed bags, double end bags. We had a couple shelves full of, gloves and headgears and, blocking pads and body protectors. Yeah, they cleaned the side. Yeah, we don't have any running water. We got an old water jug in there I had from when I coached soccer 20 years ago when Bob was a youngster. And they took the water bottle, took the stereo timer.
That's a shame.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is a shame.
Now, we know that there was an article in the paper, and you've gotten a lot of support as a result of this, right?
That night it was on the news. It was funny with this. This guy pulled up might have been a half hour after it aired. He's got this old bag hanging out of his trunk and said, you guys might be able to use this. And took it and hung it up. And people have been donating bags or offered to lend us bags. All the guys from all the gyms have called, and people have sent money. And another guy showed up at night, handed us cash, and I mean, everybody's been great.
Fantastic.
I mean, we're still getting calls and people are helping out. It's really rallied behind us. It's great.
If some of our viewers would want to help out, do you have a phone number they can call to help?
Sure. 412-979-3903. Yeah, call anytime, leave a message.
412-979-3903.
Yes.
All right. Guys.
Before we go, real quick, you are going to turn pro, are you not, young man?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, not sure exactly when, but it's definitely in the future. And I can't wait to do it.
So you're leaving hockey behind, huh? Duquesne,
just out of curiosity, real quick, how does your mom feel about you guys boxing?
Good. I don't see my mother at all. I haven't seen her for a while, so there's no issue there.
Well, okay. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. We really do appreciate it. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to close out the show right here in the locker room.